Hey, Matevz here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to grow on YouTube as a founder so you can get more clients for your business in 2025. And in the end, if you stick until the end, I'm also going to show you one strategy that I use to get more clients with YouTube videos, even if I get 0 views on them. But first, before we go ahead with that, the first thing you're going to need to start a YouTube channel in 2025 is an efficient video setup that looks good. Now, to build a YouTube studio, you basically need 3 things, and I'm going to show you what you need here. So this is my setup, and let me check if you see it. Okay, I'm just going to hold it here. Okay, so this is me. And I'm looking into this direction. This is my computer, this is my desk. It could be similar to your setup in your office or at home. And what you're trying to do is you have the camera here, you have the main light here, and you have the backlight here. So the main light, what it's doing is lighting up my face. So this is the light that's actually lighting me up right now. And the camera is filming me from this way. So the main light has to be at a 45-degree angle to your face, like this, and lighting it up. It has to be the brightest light in the room. The second light is the backlight. So this is the light that's doing this effect. So if I show you here, on my face, you'll see there's a light coming from behind, and it's kind of separating me from the background. It makes you look really a lot more high quality, and it separates you from the background, which is what we want, and it can add as a prop here in the background alongside other stuff that I have there. So this is the backlight, this is the main light, and then you only need the camera, and that's everything you need to create a YouTube studio. Now I have one more light in the studio, and that's the one behind me lighting up the wall. I just have a lamp shooting light on the wall like this, so then I can stand out a little bit more and there's some more texture behind me. Now let me show you on the computer which lights I actually use so you can buy them too, and I'll also link them in the description, so if you want to get them, just get them in the description, and that's that. Now for every setup you use, like I said, you will need a main light and a backlight. And the lights are going to be the same in every setup, because to keep it simple, you don't need a lot of stuff to make yourself look good. So the main light that I use and I recommend to all my clients is the Amaran 100D. This light is one of the best budget lights I've found, and it doesn't look budget at all. And if you're going to buy it, consider buying it with a softbox, a Godox softbox that I'm going to link in the description below too, alongside this light. The second thing you're going to need is the backlight, and for this I recommend the Aperture MC Pro camera light, which is a small light like this. And if I just put this on full screen, you're going to see this light here. It's a little bit older than the MC Pro, but this one will still work very well. It's $200, and if you get these 2 lights, you can basically put on any camera and it's gonna start look good. Now for the basic setup, we're gonna use the iPhone, and if you have an iPhone already, you can switch it, but if you're switching iPhones, I would recommend getting an iPhone that's at least iPhone 13 or upwards, because those iPhones have really good video settings, and you can basically create artificial blur behind you so you stand out more from the background and it looks a lot more high quality. I'm going to jump to my computer and show you how one of our clients set up a setup where they only basically had a backlight and a window on this side and the iPhone 14 filming them. So this is how the setup from that client looked like. As you can see, he has good lighting on the face. He has a little bit of a blue tint here that's coming from the backlight, and the background is blurred, and it looks like it was filmed with a high quality camera, but it wasn't. It was filmed with the iPhone 14, and if you attach a good microphone to it, you're gonna have pretty good quality video already out of an iPhone. To build a low budget setup, you just need the iPhone, 2 lights, and set them up in the right way so that they look good on camera. Now the second tier is a little bit more expensive. It's around $1,000. It uses the same 2 lights, only the camera is different, and the camera is Sony ZV-E10. Now the Sony ZV-E10 costs around $600. It's a pretty cheap camera, but it has pretty good quality, but it doesn't include the lens. So if you buy this camera, you're gonna need to buy a lens too. And I'm gonna recommend the Samyang 24mm f1.8 autofocus lens. With the Samyang 24mm, you're gonna be able to get a good shot with nice blur in the background. Here's one of our clients, Tony, using the Sony ZV-E10. He has a really small space, so what we did here is just had a simple Amaran 100D for his main light, and then the backlight was lit with one of the RGB lights, and now he has like a blue background here, some books, and he uses the Sony ZV-A10 to do it. Now the high budget tier is gonna cost you between $2,000 and $3,000. Still, we'll be using the same two lights to keep things simple, and this setup is basically the same one that I use to film this video right now. For the camera, we're going to be using the Sony a7 IV, which is the camera that I use. It costs about $2,000 and it's a real high quality camera. Now for the lens, I'm going to recommend the Sony 35mm f1.8 lens. And why this lens is a little bit different than the one for the Sony ZV-E10 is because the sensor is a different size, but you're going to have a pretty similar image if you buy the Sony ZV-E10 with the 24mm or the Sony a7 IV with the 35mm. You're still going to have the blur, you're still going to have a little bit of the background, but you're going to be in focus for the shot. Okay, so once you have the setup ready, you can just start making the videos, right? Wrong. This is one of the things that I did wrong in the beginning, and I regretted it because I was attracting an audience that wasn't going to buy from me. And to avoid this, I built an analogy so it will be easier for you to visualize this. So let's say you're trying to sell pineapple pizza recipes, right? Pineapple pizza recipes. And you decided to promote it on YouTube. Now on YouTube, you see a lot of hot dog recipe videos. They do really, really well. So you decide, okay, I'm gonna make the topics that people want. So I'm gonna make a hot dog recipe video here, a hot dog recipe video here, a hot dog recipe video here, maybe a pineapple pizza one, and then a hot dog recipe video here. And what you're gonna do is, instead of attracting an audience of pineapple pizza lovers, you're gonna start to attract all of the people whose pain point is, I don't know how to make hot dogs. Not, I don't know how to make pineapple pizzas. And what's going to happen is they're going to watch your content, they're going to build trust, and then they're going to start looking for your offer. So they'll go to your website, and what they're going to see is pineapple pizza recipes. And they're not going to be interested, right? So what you have to do instead is you have to build a list of pain points that pineapple pizza lovers have. And then you create content all around the pain points that your target audience of pineapple pizza lovers has. And then once they start looking at your offer, you're gonna have the right offer, the pineapple pizza recipes for them to buy. Now let me show you how I do this for my business. Okay, so as you can see here, I have every pain point that my target audience has, or at least that I know of right now. And what I'm doing whenever I'm creating content is I just copy one of these pain points and I create a video all around solving this pain point. And that way, I will only attract an audience that's interested in those pain points. And coincidentally, my offer also solves those pain points. This is a pretty good template I use. It has a list of pain points. It has a list of case studies, bottom of the funnel case studies that I use to convert people to actually buy from me. And then it also has my personal experiences up here, which I can talk about to basically make more of a connection with my audience and talk about my personal experience. I can come up with ideas faster and do everything faster. Now, this is actually a part of a bigger system, the 3-hour YouTube system that I have, that I use to create YouTube videos in less than 3 hours per week. And if you want it, if you want the whole system, including this content strategy, you can just download it in the description below. And if you need help with this, you can book the call and we'll do it together. Okay, so once you know the pain points of your target audience and you know what content to make, one of the best ways I've found to start up channels from zero is to find high demand topics with very low competition that talk about my pain points. Now, here's another example. So you talk about pineapple pizza recipes, right? But you have a lot of pain points to talk about. And what you're trying to do is you are trying to find the pain points that have a lot of search volume, but almost no videos made on them. So what's going to happen is, if you, for example, create a video on pain point 2 here, you're going to gain very minimal traction. There's not a lot of audience searching for it. Maybe there's 100 searches a month, and there's already some videos made on it. YouTube's just not going to recommend a new channel. But you can find a pain point or a topic that has 100,000 monthly searches and like 3 videos made on it. And if you create a video on that topic, what's going to happen is YouTube isn't going to have a choice on which other video to recommend. So it's going to recommend your video even if you have a new channel. And you're going to basically capture the whole topic. This is the strategy that I call topic capture that we use with all of our new clients. And it has really good results. The videos that we do on this have the analytics go like this. In the beginning, it's really slow. Let me see if you can see this. So yeah, you can. In the beginning, it's really slow. And then it just skyrockets like this because it's an empty topic. It's an empty market. You're just entering with the video and YouTube will just recommend you until more people come. But you can just keep repeating this process. And you have topics for yourself and you're gaining a lot of traffic and the views just keep going up on every video that you make like that. Now, the best way I've found to find those topics is using vidIQ. And let me show you how I do this on the computer. So vidIQ is a really good tool to find these high demand and low competition topics. Now I'm going to be using the vidIQ Boost version, which is a paid version. You can get a little bit of traction already from the free version, but I will at least recommend to get the first basic package. Now, if you want to go and buy vidIQ, you can use the link in the description below. But otherwise, here's what vidIQ will tell you. So when you enter it, you're going to be able to write in keywords. So this is the keywords that people are searching for. So for me, for example, I have founders grow on YouTube. And what I'm going to write in is, for example, a keyword YouTube. Now, what vidIQ is going to do is it's going to give me this monthly search volume. So there's about 7 million monthly searches for the keyword YouTube on YouTube. And then it's also going to give me the competition. So here the competition is very high, which means there's a lot of videos made on it. And it may not be the best niche or the best topic to talk about. Now, what vidIQ does and what's really useful is it combines the search volume and the competition into a score. And this score is going to tell you which topics to go for. So if the score is high or very high, this is a good topic to go in. If the score is lower, this is not a good topic for you to go in. It's one of those small ones where you get little traction as a new channel. Now, the best thing about this is you don't have to just search for specific keywords. You can also find related keywords. So if I go under related and sort them with the score, I can see which topics I could talk about. But these are kind of the too wide. So let's go for matching terms, which is going to use the keyword YouTube and then add the other keywords on it. Sort by overall. Okay, YouTube, how to transfer YouTube channel to Google account, YouTube revamped, faceless YouTube channel, how to run YouTube ads, maybe YouTube keyword research, still a very low competition topic with very high search volumes. Now, we could go into questions, and this is usually the most useful tab. And let's go down here. Okay, look, so how to find trending topics on YouTube. 56,000 searches, low competition. The score is 70. This is a really good score. And if I click on it, you're going to see it's in the middle of high. And if I make a video on this, it's probably going to do good even if I have a really small channel. Now, in the beginning, I said I would show you a strategy that I use to already get more clients with YouTube, even if I get 0 views on the video. And this is a really good way to use YouTube as a business owner or as a founder that will produce instant results. Now, let me show you what I mean with our, what is this? Cartoon or drawing. Without drawing again. So what I do is I have a sales call. So I get a prospect on a sales call, and on the call, they become kind of interested in the offer, but they have some doubts, they have some questions, they have some objections that I haven't solved enough on the call. And we schedule a second call right there on the call. And what happens is they have doubt 1, doubt 2, doubt 3. And what I'll do is I'll make, at the end of the call, I'll make a list of these doubts and list them out. And what I'm gonna do is create YouTube videos that solve them. Let's say there's 2 weeks in between call 1 and call 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one video, second video, third video, and these videos can then be repurposed or reused again with other clients. It's just in the beginning, you're going to have to create a video for every objection. But let's see, okay, 3 videos to solve 3 objections. And then I'm going to send them out to that prospect across these 2 weeks. So they get video 1 here, they get video 2 here, they get video 3 here. And by the end of this sequence, they have most of their objections solved. They have most of their doubts solved. And I haven't become forgotten in the time. They haven't written me off. They haven't said no. They stayed warm. They stayed warm like they were after the call, and I solved the other objections. And this makes the second call a lot easier, and they are a lot more, oh wait, you can't see this. So this makes the second call a lot easier, and they will be a lot more likely to close on the call. Now the best thing about this is, if they say no on the second call, YouTube still tagged them in your algorithm. So because they watched video 1, video 2, video 3, they're gonna get more videos of yours recommended again and again and again. And maybe after a year or maybe after 2 years, they're going to decide to work with you, and you already forgot about us prospect, and they were looking at your videos for 2 years and now they're ready to buy. So this is a really powerful way to use YouTube even before you start getting views on YouTube. Now, if you want to start a YouTube channel in 2025, I would recommend to watch another one of my videos where I go in depth on how to find those high demand and low competition topics to start up your channel fast using vidIQ here. And if you need any help with the strategy, setup, finding these topics, all around YouTube, how to do it in less than 3 hours a week, book the call below and I'll help you out. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.